A complete tutorial for Filmora 13 with all AI effects included. Hey guys, this is Shan from nkacademy.com, and in this tutorial you are going to learn Filmora 13, which is one of the leading video editing software, in less than 40 minutes, and you'll be learning all the aspects of Filmora 13. Even if you have no idea about Filmora 13, after watching this video you'd be able to do all basic to complex stuffs in video editing. You will learn everything like applying cuts, streams, removing unwanted part, playing with the volume, adjusting the volume, doing audio editing, and you would also go further ahead and learn advanced concept like keyframing, pan, zoom. You would also learn the concept of motion tracking, blurring different objects and whatnot. I'll show you how you can add audio effects to your videos. I'll show you how to add transitions on them. I'll also show you how to add mind-blowing text animation to take your video to the next level. My tutorial also includes different effects that you can add and make your videos sound more and more realistic. Now, the best part over here is that you are learning from a guy who has created a top-rated course on Udemy on Filmora, and it is one of the best-selling course as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, then please stick on with me and watch out this Filmora 13 complete tutorial till the end. And also do let me know in the comments if you have any kind of questions, and I'll personally try to answer them. With that being said, without further ado, let's jump in. So when you open up Filmora for the first time after downloading, this is how the interface is going to look like. Now in here there are a ton of options, but again we'll come to them later, right? So the first thing that we need to do is select a project. So we can just click on new project, and boom, there is the interface. Right now in here there is a way to change how the interface looks like as well. You can just come over to this button, that is the layout preferences, and in here there are different kind of layouts. Now I am kind of a little habituated in working with this layout, so this is what I prefer. You can change it as well. Now let me show you what are the different components that it has in different parts of this layout. So the first thing that you can see over here is all the file options that you can have from this section. The second section is all the different things that you can do with Filmora, that is adding media, adding stock media, adding different audios, adding different titles and text, then transitions, effects, filters, stickers and templates. These are all the things that you can do with it, right? Then on this left hand panel over here, this would depend on the selection that you have made on this top section over here. Since I have selected media, it's asking what kind of media I want. If I go over to stock media, it will give all the different options over here. Just let me show you. Just let me click on stock media and you can see all of these changes. For audio, again, this will change. So in this way, so this section would depend on the selection that you have made here. Then there is this section. Now again, this section will depend on what you have selected on this section, right? So depending on this section would get populated. I'll show you, don't worry. Now this is your player, that is the place where you'll get a preview of your final video, and this is your timeline. In here you can add different tracks. As you can see, this is your track manager from where you can add different tracks. So that is a overall feeling of how cool Filmora looks like, right? This is the interface of Filmora. Now in here you have different video editing tools as well. This is kind of toolbar that you have. So we'll go through all of these. We'll show you all the different frequently used tools, and I'll be covering you up in all aspects of Filmora 13. So this is going to be a complete tutorial of Filmora 13, and by the end of this video you would be able to edit your first clip as well. Even if you are very basic or a professional, this would be helpful for you. With that being said, now we'll move over to the next section, which is called basic editing. Now I have divided this whole video into two parts. One is basic editing and one is advanced editing. Basic editing actually comprises of all the different things that you need to do for even a basic video, right? That is applying cuts to your video, applying different sound, adjusting the volume of your video, adjusting the speed of your video, adding text effect, adding transitions, adding effects. All of this comes under basic editing, right? So the first thing that you need to do to start off your editing is actually importing your video. So that's where our video starts, right? So to import a video, we can just come over here and click on import, and it will open up your storage. Right from there, you can go over to a file manager and you can import any file you want to. Now I am going to actually import this file over here. So this has been imported over here, as you can see, and from here I can drag it to my timeline just like this, right? And boom, you can see it has been dragged to our timeline. Now in here, I just wanted to mention a few things, like the media has been dragged under project media. As you can see, that means the scope of this media is limited to this project. So once we do another new project, this media won't be available over there. But if we had actually brought it under global media, as you can see over here, there are many medias that are already there, because these are frequently used video clips that I need in my editing. So what I have done is that I have included those in global section so that I can actually use them across projects, right? So this is a very important thing to remember actually. With that being said, now let's go over and actually let's hear this clip and let us identify the places where we need to edit, right? So I have got my earphones on so that I can actually hear with you. So now once we play this, we can actually see this area, the one that I told you, the preview section, from where we can get to know what this video is all about. So let's play this. How important is video editing for your success? How important is video editing for the success of your YouTube channel? Hey guys, this is Shan from InKacademy.com, and today in this video I'm going to reveal all the secrets. So you can see over there we had a few issues, like there was a repetition, right? In this part there was a repetition, then there was a fumble, like I had said hey guy instead of hey guys, I said hey guys. So that I need to rectify. And then there are a few spots, like you can see over here. If you notice this sound graph over here, these goes absolutely down at places. That means those places are silent. I'm not talking anything over there. So if it doesn't make any sense to be there, we actually need to trim it from the end video, right? So that's how basic things of video editing works. So now I'm going to show you how you can actually split, trim, and remove unnecessary parts of your video. So as we played this, we have seen that this part is a repetition. So what we can do is that we can come over to this part, and then on this cursor there is a little scissor sign, as you can see. Just click on that and that will apply a cut, right? And then again drag the mouse cursor just like this to the point from where you want a video to be removed, right? So this is the point. So I will again hit on this scissor, and as you can see now my video has been split into 3 parts, right? So this part is actually a repetition. So what I want is to delete this part. Now I can do that either by selecting this and hitting on this delete button. Just click on this and boom, it would be deleted. So now if we play this again from the start, just go ahead and play this. How important is video editing for the success of your YouTube channel? Hey guys, so you can see over here I have fumbled this as hey guys and then hey guys, right? So this part is that part. So what we can do is that to identify this, we can zoom in the timeline so that we can identify exactly where we have fumbled. Now you can see the same clip now appears a little bigger so that we can have the precise cutting going on. So let's play again. Hey guys. So right from this point we had hey guys. So we will drag our mouse cursor over here, hit the scissor, and from this point we had the hey guys. So again we will hit the scissor, and again we have this part over here which is a repetition or a fumble which we need to get rid of. So I can hit the delete keyboard as well, that is the key on the keyboard, hit that and boom, it would be removed. So now if we play this, success of your YouTube channel. Hey guys, this is Shan from InCat. So you see that, right? There's no hard cut. Whoever is watching this video won't ever understand that you had made a fumble. So that's how we actually imply cuts, as you saw, and we can remove whatever part we want to from our video. So that was one of the basic things that you need to do. Then over here, as you can see, this part of the video is silent, nothing is being said over here. So what we can do is that we can identify this part and hit on delete. We don't want the video to be unnecessarily longer, right? In the same way, in this last part over here, you can see from this point, there's nothing being said, right? So this video is absolutely not necessary, this part. So we can bring our cursor over here, hit on this Caesar again, and hit on this delete button, and boom, now we have got a concise video, right? So that was how you can trim, you can split, and you can play around with it. Now if you want to do this more precisely, Filmora 13 has an AI functionality as well, which allows you to edit a video on the basis of text and silences, that is sound. So for that, I have covered it in another video, so I would link it down so that if you want to check out that, you can do that anytime you wish to. With that being said, again, that was it regarding splitting the video and playing around with it. Now I want to show you how you can adjust the volume of your video. So if we go over here and if we play this, important is video editing. You can see the volume is quite loud. I don't want this loud volume over here. Now how you can make the volume down? You can see there is a little straight line over here, right? You can identify this line. Now what we need to do is that we need to grab hold of this line just by clicking the mouse, left click, and then you can just drag it down. Right, so I have done a massive change. I don't want that much. So let it be minus 4.20 decibel. That's the amount I'm suppressing the volume. So let me play this for the success of your YouTube channel. Hey guys, this is Shan from In, and you saw that, right? So this clip has its normal voice volume, and this clip I have lowered it. You saw that, right? So in the same way, you can actually increase the volume as well. You can go ahead and amplify the volume as well of your YouTube. That really hurt. So I had just wanted to let you know how it happens, right? So in this way, you can play around with the volume as well. So let me quickly normalize it. So now that we have learned the absolute basic things like removal of the dead parts or removal of the unwanted parts of your video and playing around with the volume, I want you to learn a little bit more about making your videos more interesting. So for that, we will use something called B-rolls. Now, what are B-rolls? I'm going to explain it with an example. So let me play this video. How important is video editing for the success of your YouTube channel? So here I'm talking about video editing and YouTube channel, right? So these are the 2 points that I'm talking about. So since there is nothing moving in the screen, it is going to be a little boring for the people who are watching this video, right? I want something to make them feel the thing, right? So when I talk about video editing, like this point, video editing, right? So this is the point where I am talking about video editing. So in here, I want to insert a clip that shows video editing. So for that, we will head over to stock media. And in here, we can see there is a library, or you can just come down over here. And here is something called partners. You can click on that, and it has got integration with Pexels, Giphy, Pixabay, and Unsplash as well. So from Pexels, you can search for something like video editing and hit on enter. And boom, you can see it has fetched a lot of clips which contains video editing, a clip of video editing, right? So we can bring it over here and place it over here, right? So now if we play this, important is video editing for. So you can see video editing I'm talking about, and there is video editing on the screen, but then this video editing clip is of longer time, right? So we want to actually make it shorter. So there are 2 ways to do that. One of them is actually selecting this, and again just moving the mouse cursor like this, putting a Caesar over here, and then deleting this part. This is the lengthier part. Now let me show you the shortcut. You just need to come over to this end of the video clip, and in here you get this drag tool, right? You can just drag it by your mouse click and leave it over the point for which you want this video to be, right? So like here. So now if we play this, important is video editing for the success You saw just covering the video editing term over there. So this is what we call as b-rolls. In this way we can add b-rolls so that your videos become more interesting. Now b-rolls can be videos, b-rolls can be images, b-rolls can be any clip that you have, anything that you want to actually show to your audience, right? So that's how cool it is. Now to create a b-roll, you can even create AI image as well. So if we go over AI image, and in here let's click on start. So I have created something like create a graphical representation of success. The graph should be consistent and show huge growth, right? So once I've done that, I can have a realistic landscape, I can do a portrait, I can have a hand drawn. So let us go for hand drawn just for an example. We can even go for more as well, which gives you more options. Now once this is done, you can just click on start creating, and look at that, it has created a graph and it has created 4 versions of it. So you can go ahead and choose any of them. Say for example I like this one, so I can just click on download, and once I do that, it would be actually added. So here you can see it has been actually added over here. So now we can actually drag this over here, and we can again trim this image as well on the same way like I had shown for the video. And now if we play this for the success of your YouTube channel, so you saw that during the word success this clip appeared, right? So now you must be thinking that, okay Shan, we had also seen that different videos have some audio effect when this b-rolls comes up, right? When the different things pops up on the screen, there is a sound as well to make sure that people actually pay attention to them, right? So for that we'll head over to this audio, click on that, and in here we have a thing called sound effect. We can come over here, and in here there are different things like trending, whoosh sound, ding sound, boom sound, all of that is available. So we can actually go for this whoosh just for an example, and in here whatever we want to see, we can play this and have a preview, right? And once you like it, you can just bring it over here and this would be added, right? So now if we play this for the success of your, so you saw that, right? So that's how we can actually add different sound effects as well. So that's up to us as well. So I've shown you how you can add b-rolls. It can be images, it can be video clips, it can be different sound effects, whatever you wish to, right? Now one more thing that I want to show you regarding this b-rolls, or for any media for that matter, you can just come over to the stock footages, and let's go over to pixels, and let us pick this, right? So instead of directly bringing it on the timeline, what we can do is that we can click on it and allow it to play on the screen over here, and in here we can edit it as well, right? Say for example I want a small part of it. So what we can do over here is that this has a tool over here called mark in, or I, you can press the keyboard I as well, and then there is mark out. So if we hit on mark in, that means this point it will mark in, that is, this is the start point of your video. Then let's play, and maybe I want the video up to this point, right? So I can click on mark out, right? So you can see now if we actually bring this video over here, instead of this 21-second video, we'll have a small part of it. So if we drag this in over here, you can see over here it is only about 3 seconds, right? So that's a great thing to have. We have already edited it before bringing it on our timeline. So that's another way to do it as well. So now let me delete this clip, right? And I just want to show you another thing. Let me go over to the media. Now I have different medias available. Now let me play this on this screen. And as you can see, this has a little sound and a video as well. Now let me play this from the start. So you can see it has a video and an audio as well, right? So in the same way, we can mark in and mark out the portion that we need. I have already shown you that. But Filmora 13 gives you an AI capability in which you can actually decide to bring in either the sound or the video clip, or both of them, right? So if we want to insert both of them, we can simply drag it to our timeline, as we have done several times. But what if I want just this video part, I don't want the sound, then I can just come over here and it shows you like here, drag the video to timeline, and then this option tells you to drag the audio to timeline. So if we drag the audio to timeline only, then as you can see, the audio part has been added, no video part has been added. Channel. Hey guys, you saw that, right? So now let's delete this, and again let's actually play this over here. And this time I want this video part to be available, so I can drag it over here, and now you can see the video has come up without YouTube channel. Hey guys, so there is no audio in here, so it can actually split up the file, and you can actually bring in either the audio or the video or both of them. That's up to you. So that is all regarding b-rolls and different ways in which you can directly edit on the preview screen. So that's a great thumbs up, because once you are working with longer files and many files, then it becomes difficult to actually get them into the timeline and then edit. It's way easier to edit it within the screen and bring the final version into your timeline. So now moving on, I have shown you how to use media, stock media, how to use audio effects as well. But right within audio, there is an option to create music as well. You can generate AI music, or you can have your background music. There is a library of music as well. Say for example, I want to search for something inspiring, and it has actually brought in a few audios which can be used as background music. So if we play this, that's quite cool. You can just download this, one click and it would be downloaded, and once the download is complete, you can just drag it in as a background music, just like this, right? So you must have seen people adding background music to their video. How important is video editing for the success of your YouTube channel? Hey guys, so now you can actually play around with the volume of your background music as well, so that your foreground voice is quite audible. So for that, I have actually brought the volume a little down. So now if we play this YouTube channel. Hey guys, this is Shan from InCAAcademy.com, and today in this video I'm going to reveal all. So in this way you can play around with your background music as well. The best part over here is that you can come over to this audio and go over to AI music, and you can ask the AI engine to generate a music for you. You can create different kind of music depending on the mood of your video, like happy, sad, epic, sentimental, whatever you wish to, you can do that. You can do it on theme or genre as well. That's up to you, right? Then you can set the different tempo, like high, low or medium. That's up to you. So let's go for mood, and let's go for epic, let's go for high, and then we can also choose the music duration, right? So it's 1 minute and 30 seconds by default, but you can change it to 5 minutes at max and lowest 20 seconds, right? And then you can also dictate the number of music that would be generated. So by default it's 3. You can play around to 6 to 1. So I am going to generate 2 files just for example, and hit on start. And once we do that, within a few seconds the generated results would be available in this window. So let's wait. As you can see here, both the files have been generated. So let's hear them. Quite cool, right? So quite amazing. So in this way you can go ahead and actually create them. Then once you like them, you can just hit on download, and boom, they would be actually added. Right now, if you want to add them directly from here, you can hit on this plus button and they would be added on your project, right? So as you can see, it has been added as of now. Now I will come over to the next part that they have, which is the titles. Now if we click on that, on the left hand side, as I've told you, the left hand side would always populate depending on what we have chosen over here. So here we have a few things like the recommended title effects, title templates. Now if we go over to title effects, then you can see there are different kind of title effects that are possible. Say for example, you want a VFX text, you can just click on that and you can see there are different kind of text effects that are coming up. So for example, now I want to show you one more thing. You can search from here. Also you can make sure that you use the free stuff by just clicking over here and going for free. Now once you do that, it will show you all the free available options, right? And those are also a lot of them. If you see, it's still loading and it will bring up even more. more. You can see there are ton and ton of them. So you are by no point of imagination short in terms of assets, right? So if we bring this, just download this over here, the success and we can bring it over here like this, and let's see what is being told over here. Your YouTube channel. So this is telling something about YouTube channel. So let's double click on this to edit the text, and on here we can change this writing to YouTube channel, just for an example, right? And then in here you can change the fonts, you can change the size, you can change the color, you can change the presets. Right over here you can see over here I can change it to like this. At one click, you can see nothing is difficult. All of that happens in one click. You can even rotate the text if you want to, just like this, right? So that is also possible. You can scale it or you can actually minimize it. That's up to you again. Then you can change the position of it, you can change its background, you can have anything and everything done basically. The second part that it has is the animation, and in here you can have the different animated effect, like I want it to come as a typewriter, or I want it to come as a word by word, just like this. I can do that as well. Now once this is done, I'll hit on OK, and if I play this now, your YouTube channel, so you can see over here the YouTube channel comes up. Now you can see it's actually guarding my face, so if I want to actually place it anywhere else, I can just drag it over wherever I want it to be, right? As easy as it can be. Now in the same way, you can go ahead and add as many titles as you wish to and make your video look amazing. And in the same way, as I have shown you, to reduce the duration of the text, we can drag it like this and make it shorter, right? So that it appears only on your YouTube channel when we say YouTube channel, right? So that's done. So now I have shown you everything up to titles. Right now there are a ton of options. I would suggest you to please go ahead and play around with it. The more you play around, the more fun it would be. The next thing that we have is transitions. Now why is transitions important? Once you switch between different scenes, it's important that you actually apply transitions, right? Say for example over here, this important is video editing. Video editing B-roll comes up, right, from my face to this video editing clip. So what I want is that instead of hard cut, I want a transition, right? So we'll go over to this transition over here, and in here there are different kind of transitions that are available. So again, we can choose the free ones, and as you can see there are a ton of them available as well, but I have a few that I use regularly. See for example, I want this warp zoom. So just let us bring it over here, and in here let me make it a little shorter, just like this. So what it means is that whenever this clip appears, it would have this transition with it at the start. So let's play this. Important is video edit. You saw that zoom happening, right? But it was a little faster because I had made this duration lesser. So now I have increased the duration, and let me play this. Important is video editing. So you saw it has a nice little effect while coming up right now. It doesn't appear like a hard cut. So that's an important stuff to have. You can also have this between the clips. Like if you go over here, let's add this over here. And now if we play this, your YouTube channel. Hey guys, this is Shan from. So you saw that, right? The turnover of the cube. So in this way, you can actually play around with this, and that gives a more wow effect to your videos. Transitions are very, very effective things to make your videos stand out. The next thing that we would head over to is called effects. Now in effects, we have different kind of effects, and it's really not possible for me to go through all of them in this little short video over here, but I just want to show you something interesting. Let me show you this one. Say spin open. So this is one of the things I know, that is why I brought in. So this is, if I just drag it onto the video that I want this effect on, so just drag it on, and once it is highlighted, leave your mouse cursor, and now the effect has been applied. So if we play this, how important is video editing? You could see there's a nice little curtain opening like scene. Now we can do this horizontal open, we can do a round open as well. So let me show you this one as well. For the success of. So now if we play this, how important is video editing for the success of. So you saw that, right? So it kind of brings more dynamicity to your video, and in this way you can add different kind of effect, like see, glass break effect. Just search it over here and it will bring it on, like you can see over here, right? So let's download this off your YouTube channel and let's bring it on over here. So now you can see there is a nice little is video editing for the breaking glass effect that we can see over here. As you can see that, like, the glass breaks and something comes out of it, so that's quite cool. So in this way you can play around with it, and there are many effects in here, so that can really be great for your videos. Now the next thing that they have is called the filters. Now in here you can go for filters. These are basically like the filters that you apply for your Instagram, right? So you can go ahead and actually use this one, says sharpen and contrast. How important is video editing for the success of your... So we can bring it over here now, and now if we play this... Hey guys, this is Shan from In Academy. So you can see over here it's nice little sharpened, and it has a nice little Shan from In contrast as well. So in this way you can go ahead and apply anything that you want to from here. There are a ton of filters available. There are a ton of cinematic filters available as well, with which you can do a lot of things. It can really be great for your creativity. The next thing that we have is stickers. Now stickers are important in terms of giving call outs or call to actions, right? Say for example you want this subscribe, you just can bring it on over here. And now if we play this, and from academy.com, and today in this video I'm going to... So you can see the nice little sticker coming up. Now in the same way you can go ahead and add as many stickers as you wish to. There are a ton of stickers available, and you must have seen this on different creators videos, and this is exactly how you can do all of this without knowing even a thing, even a little technical thing. Like all of these are available over here. You can just search them from here and you can apply them on your videos. The last but not the least thing is the templates. Now in here there are different templates that Filmora 13 has already made for you. You can go ahead and edit these templates. You can use it for yourself as well, like this thanks for watching. If you want this to be added at the end of your video, like a channel outro or your video outro, right? You can just click on this download, and it has been downloaded. So we can bring it on over here, and now if we play this, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Instead of the movie name, we need to actually edit this, right? So what we can do is that we can double click on this video over here, and then we can go over to text, and in this text, instead of movie name, we can actually give anything like thanks for watching Cheyenne video, just for an example, right? And click on save, and you can even save the template as well, so that so now you can see over here Cheyenne video coming up. So that's a great time saver, because you don't need to design all of these. All of these are done for you. You can just change this placeholder values and you can customize it, right? So in the same way you can use this kind of openers as well. So let me show you this. This looks amazing. Look at that, right? It sounds like a real high budget movie opener. There's this countdown timer. Amazing stuff, right? So you can actually use this anywhere you want to, and this can really bring that wow effect in your videos as well. So this was regarding all the basic stuffs that you can do from Filmora 13, right? All of these are available on these little tabs, and you can work around with that very easily, right? Now I'm going to actually show you some of the more advanced things that you need to learn in order to actually create some masterpieces in Filmora 13. So for that, we'll come over to this little section over here, and from here we can actually change the different things. So now to start off the advanced editing, first thing that I want to show you is the time adjustment, right? So for this, we'll actually go over to one of the videos right over here, and let me delete this transition that we had, right? So now let me play this. Hey guys, this is Shan. So as you can see, this is the clip over here. So what I want to do, I can make a little cut over here, just for an example, just here, right? So I've got this little clip over here. Now what I can do is that I can just come over to this icon called speed, click on that, and in here I can make it fast. Let us make it 2x, that is, it would be twice faster. So if we click on that, and now if we play this, Hey guys, this is Shan from In Academy. So you can see this, it has gone really fast, right? Now in the same way, if I want a slow motion, I can come over here and make it slow, like 0.5x. And now if we play this, hey guys, Shan from In. So you saw that, right? So it goes into slow motion. So in this way, we can adjust the speed of your video. We can make a slow motion or a fast motion video with it as well. So that's up to us, right? Secondly, what we can do is that we can actually change the background of this video as well. So first, let us bring the speed back to normal. So it's done, right? Now, what I want to do over here is that I have not used a green screen, but I want this background to be removed. So for that, we can just come over to this point over here, click on this, and in here we have something called AI portrait. So if we click on that, it actually asks us for the edge thickness, the edge feather and everything, and as you can see over here, the background has been removed, and now I am a transparent little guy over here. So I can be placed here, I can be placed here, I can be placed on top of any video or whatever I wish to. So that is a great way to remove your background even without the usage of green screen. So that is done via this. You need to come over this icon over here and go for AI portrait, right? So in case if you are not getting good results, you can play around with this, but by default, if you keep this normal, this comes good, right? You don't need to go for anything else. Now that being said, if I click on OK, you can see the smart cutout has taken place. So that's quite cool. So now I'll show you how you can remove green screen, right? So for that, we'll head over to this part over here. And in here, we'll go over to stock footages and we'll go over to pixels. And from here, we are going to have a green screen video. So in here, you can see a subscribe is coming up on a green screen. So let's download this. And as you can see, this looks nice, right? So let's bring it on over here. And now if we play this, I'm in keyacademy.com, and today, so I want this subscribe to come up, right? And I want to dissolve the green screen so that the background video is visible. So for that, what we can do is that we can select this video over here and again come over to the same icon, just click on that, and this time we will select chroma key, just select on that, and boom, you can see it has been removed. So by default it's green color, but you can choose it for any color you want to. You also have this color picker by the means of which you can actually get rid of any color background that you wish to, but the color has to be uniform and a solid color, right? Now you can play around with this offset, tolerance and edge thickness to get a better part, but this looks quite good. So we can place it over here. And now if we play this academy.com, and today in this video I'm going to, you can see this, right? So this is how we can get rid of the green screen as well. So now we will go for something new. So we will actually delete all the medias that we have so far, right? So let's delete it and let's go for a fresh one. So I've searched for a clip called racing car within pixels, and I've got this little video over here, and this is going to serve my purpose. So in here you can see there's a racing car over here, right? And what it does is that it moves along, right? So in here generally there is the number, like Dunlop is written over here, but there is generally the number plate. So you must be knowing that we can't publicly show off the number plate. So what happens is that we on certain things need to blur a part of the video. That is very much essential. Sometimes you need to hide your password, your account details or something like that while recording your screen recording or something like that, right? So for this, we will again use the preview screen to edit. We'll mark in over here and we will actually take up to this point when this Dunlop goes out. So we'll mark it over here. And once this is done, we are actually going to take this part in over here. So perfect, it comes up to this point, and in fact I want to even make it a little shorter, like from the point it moves, it starts moving like from this point, right? So I want to make a cut over here and I want to delete this part as well. So I have a nice little clip over here of 7 seconds in where the car starts moving, and my objective over here is to blur this Dunlop, right? So to do that, remember this Dunlop is, if it would have been a static one, what we could have done is that we could have gone onto FX, and in here we could have searched for something called mosaic. Just remember this effect because this is going to be very useful to you, because if you need to blur anything, you can just come over to this mosaic And in here you can go for this basic mosaic and you can bring it on over here, right, on top of it, and then you can actually place it on the position which you need to blur, right? So I'm going to do this, and there you go, boom, done, right? But the problem here is going to be that this car is moving, right, but the blur is not. You can see the blur remains there and the car gets out of that. So for this, what we need to do is a little AI thing called motion tracking. So first of all, we are going to delete this mosaic right now because this is of no use currently, right? Because we need to add motion tracking. So what we can do is now we can just select the media and then head over to this plus sign. This is called motion tracking, as you can see over here. Or we can double click on this video and go over to AI tools, and within AI tools we have something called motion tracking. We can click on this and you can see over here motion tracking will apply, right? So in order to apply motion tracking, keyframes, animation, pan or zoom would be removed. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. So you can see this plus sign comes over here. So now we need to focus this plus sign exactly on the subject that we want the tracking to be on, right? So we want the tracking to be set on this Dunlop over here. So yeah, make it as precise as possible. Okay, so I think this is quite precise, right? So quite cool. Now once this is done, we will click here to start motion tracking. So just click on here and you can see the motion tracking has been applied, and as you can see over here, this motion tracker is attached to that Dunlop, right? So you can see over here this has been done. So we'll click on OK, and now we need to link it with an element. Now remember, the element can be anything. You can add a text over here, you can add a blur over here, anything. So in this case we are going to add a mosaic, and you can see the mosaic has been added. Now the blur amount, we can make it more or less, that would depend. So we can make it lesser as well, like this, so that the entire thing doesn't look that blurry. And then we can actually resize the blur as well, just like this. Okay, fine. So now we are going to click on OK, and now if we hit this, you can see that this blur is associated with this blur is also moving with the car, right? So this is what we call motion tracking, and in this way you must have seen people do some magic tricks, like their hand moves and a fireball moves with it. So you can do that with motion tracking as well. So this is an advanced stuff, but I really hope that you have enjoyed this. So now let's remove this because I don't require this anymore. Now let me show you another little feature that it has, which is called the keyframe animation. Now to do the keyframe animation, I will just have another video, say go over to stock video. So maybe I will go for this sea beach, right? So let's actually import this quickly. So as you can see over here, this has been imported. So let's bring it to our timeline, and okay, let me clip it at 10 seconds, right? So I'm just doing this arbitrarily. I just want to show you how this is done. Like, so in here, what I want is that I want to zoom in towards this sun and then again zoom back out, right? So for that, what we can do is that we can just come over to this video, click on over here, and in here we have something called keyframe, right? So you can click on that, and once you click on that, a little keyframe has been added, as you can see over here, right? So this is the keyframe that has been added. So this is the initial point, right? Now if we want to zoom in from this point, we'll go a little further ahead depending on the time where we want to zoom in, and on this point we will add another keyframe like this, right? And this time we are going to make it zoom. So let's zoom it 200%, and you can see it zooms towards the sun, right? So now if we click on OK, and let me show you what effect it actually has. You can see here there is a zooming effect going on. Now if you feel like the zooming happens too fast, what we can do is that we can increase the distance between these two keyframes. That will make sure that the zooming happens nice and slow. So if we click on this now, you can see nice and slow, right? Nice and slow effect. Now say after zooming on this sun, I want to show the left part of the screen as well, so which is called pan effect, right? So for that we will go ahead and add another keyframe, and again another keyframe just a little apart, right? And this time on the second keyframe, make sure that the second keyframe is selected. You can just turn your video just like this, drag it on, and it will give a nice effect like your camera is moving. Let me show you. So now let us preview this. There is the zoom and there is the pan. So again, the pan happens quite quickly. We can actually stretch it apart so that it has a nice and slow little panning. Look at that. It's like cinematic things, right? And then once you are happy with the zoom and pan, what you can do is that you can add a keyframe again. So let me make it back to normal 100, and let me have these positions as 0. This will mean that normal video will come up. So now if we again take a preview, look at this, zoom, pan, and zoom out. So this kind of gives you the ultra realistic camera angle effect as well with the zoom in and pan out, right? So I think I have covered up all of the essential stuffs and all of the advanced stuffs as well. Now, last but not the least, there is something that I want to show you very quickly, which can be very helpful if you are an instructor or a coach or something like that, which is called annotations. So now say, for example, you want to point out this sun over here. You can click on this element, you can click on a rectangle, and then you can just point it like this. Right now you can see this has gone opaque. So what we can do is that we can double click on this shape, and you can see the properties of the shape opens up, and in here we can go down over here and we can remove this fill. That means there would be no color fill, right? And then we need to set its border. So we'll come over the border, and in here we'll set a color. Say for example, let it be this color, and let us increase the thickness of the border like this. So what you can see over here is that it has nicely highlighted the sun. So in this way you can actually highlight this. Now it doesn't stop over there, you can animate this as well. Just go over to animation and maybe slide up. So click on OK. Now if we play this, you can see a nicely animated things comes up. So in this way you can add a rectangle, an arrow, an ellipse, a triangle, anything, or you can do the mathematic kind of thing as well with the help of these things. So that's quite amazing stuff to have. Now that being said, everything I think I have covered about it, right? So last thing that you need to do is export your end video. So for that we'll come over to this export, click on that, and that gives us different things, like you can choose where you want to export, right? Which format you want, what is the frame rate, resolution, everything you can set up from here, right? You can set up where you want to export the file. And the best part over here is that you can give it a thumbnail as well right from here. So if we click on this, it can choose a thumbnail from the ones that are available within it, right? You can select it from local as well, so that's up to you. You can select it from anything that you wish to. So that's quite cool stuff as well. There is a part of AI copywriting that if you go over here, there you can see the AI little writer comes up. And if you click on that, you can actually generate anything like YouTube video script, YouTube chapters, YouTube video titles, YouTube descriptions. All of these you can tell Filmora to write for you. So that's AI copywriting tool that is embedded within Filmora for you. So that's for another day. I don't want to elaborate this video any further. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this, right? And once you click on export, it would be exported and you can actually download it and use it anywhere that you wish to. Apart from this, let me just close and show you a few more things that Filmora 13 has. It has got a screen recorder. It has got text to video in where you can give it a text and it goes ahead and write the scripts for you. It gets the visuals for you. It does the voiceover for you. All of that from idea, right? So that's quite cool. Then the AI text-based editing, silence detection. Then it has also got you covered with the avatar presentation, AI copywriting that I was telling about, the instant cutter. All of these features are also available within Filmora 13. So I have a few videos related to that which are linked below in the description. You can check them out, and also I'll be covering them up as well in a few more videos as well. So let me know if you want to know more about Filmora 13, and let me know in the comments if you have any particular question. I'd be more than happy to help you out. And it really takes a lot of effort to make all of these for you, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please help me with a like, and also share this with your friends so that they come to know how easy it is to use Filmora 13. And just to let you know that on the description below, you can find one of the highest rated courses on Udemy on Filmora by me. So if you want to check that out, you can definitely do that. And you can also reach out to me on this WhatsApp number for a customized coupon that can help you to get it at a lower price. And also I'll leave a link to Filmora down in the description below. You can go ahead and download it and start your editing journey right away. Let me know if you face any problems. I'm always there to help you. With that being said, this is your good friend Shan bidding goodbye from you. We'll meet again pretty soon somewhere over the internet. Until then, please take care of yourself and your families, and don't forget to keep making money online. Signing off is Shan from Care Academy. Take care. Bye bye.